So I'm here in the Blackpool Football Club changing rooms with a local legend, Steve Richardson, incredibly successful entrepreneur, principal sponsor at Blackpool Football Club, does a lot for the local communities, but most importantly, he's a local lad off the estate, Grange Park.
Absolutely.
Steve, great to see you, mate.
Absolutely, mate. Good to see you again, fella.
Steve, I want to go back to the start of your journey, back to the estate where we both grew up, Grange Park. You were mates with my mum back in the day. And today you're sat here in the greatest club in football's changing rooms as the headline partner. Just take me back to what life was like growing up.
Yeah, well, as you said, on the council estates at Grange Park in the early 60s, which is where I grew up, it was fantastic. The community looks after itself. You know, you could leave your front door open. We played football on the streets. Neighbours weren't shouting you all day long because the ball was in the garden. And that's actually where I met your mum. And your mum was actually, used to come and play football with the lads. And I got to say, ran rings round us, Jordan. You'd have been proud to see. It was fantastic. Absolutely great.
40 odd years ago, you were changing tyres about 200 yards from here. 40 odd years later, it's a Saturday afternoon. You're sat in your box with the family, prime position at Bloomfield Road, and you see the team coming out with TreadTracker on. As a Blackpool lad, a Blackpool fan all your life, what does that feel like? What pride does that give you?
It's quite emotional, Jordan, to be honest. Really emotional. It's a journey that, as a kid, when I stood on the South Terraces here, or I was in the East Stand here in the old scratching sheds, you know, never for 1 minute do I imagine that one day that team that I support, the big team at Blackpool Football Club, and let's not understate that, you know, people don't appreciate how big this club really is and the heritage that sits behind it. But, you know, to answer your question, I'm absolutely elated, aren't I? I know how fortunate I am to be able to do it. You know, I can go back, Jordan, and recite some of the things that happened here. You know, my dad first brought me in 1965. We played Liverpool, we got beat. Great, all right? I remember in 1968, last game of the season being at Leeds Road at Huddersfield, we win 3-1, right? We think we're promoted, right? And then I think it was QPR get a last-minute goal at Aston Villa, and we don't get promoted on the back of goal average, right? And I could go on and on.
And it's amazing to see how passionate you still are about all those memories from 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, I can remember that, and I can't remember what I had for my tea yesterday.
Brilliant. Steve, not only are you an incredibly passionate Blackpool supporter, you do an amazing amount of work, and I know you're very humble and you don't talk about it a lot, but you do a lot of incredible impact work in the communities. Why is it so important to give back to the town for you?
Because I came from a deprived area. I know the deprivation in the town and how people struggle. I know how fortunate I am to be able to do it. And I just want to see people in a better position. I wish I could do more, Jordan. My kids are from Blackpool, my grandkids are from Blackpool. Blackpool is me, okay? So chuck me in half and I'm tangerine. But life was tough. I came, sadly, from a broken family. And that's no excuse for being wrong or being right. I knew the difference between wrong and right, and I carried on and did the right things. But I had to help my mother and support the family. So I'd go out and be an entrepreneur at probably the age of 14 and 15 on the promenade, you know, selling photographs and going into pubs in the evening and selling sandwiches. And it was about making money and to survive.
I was smiling there, Steve, because so much of what you're saying, it resonates with my own youth from being a Grange Park kid growing up, went to Leighton, went to collegiate, but from the age of probably 11 to 15, I was on the prom selling glow sticks, you know, all the light up yo-yos and the illuminations. Absolutely. For a lot of people, Grange Park, one of the biggest council estates in the Northwest, opportunities are few and far between for a lot of young people, you know, and they need a bit of a chance, if you like, in life. Where did your first chance come?
My first chance came, I want to relate to something my father did actually, which we'd never spoken about in the past. So my father was big into football, clearly got me into football, hence the reason I've got the association with the football club and the things that go with it. But in 1970, as I said to you earlier, we were playing football on the streets as kids, and money was difficult, there were no local football clubs, and my dad took the decision to fund the football club himself from grassroots level. And all he did is he got 11 kids from Grange Park, bought a kit, stuck them on Grange Park playing field and said, right, I'm going to give you an opportunity, let's see what we can do. So I remember we played in red shirts, black shorts, red socks. And the first game, we didn't even put goalposts up, right? But we played a team called Queenstown Cobras, which were clearly from Queenstown.
Yeah.
Similar sort of background. And we won that game 10-0. right? We won that game, and that was the first game we ever played. You talk about opportunities. That team went on in 1976, the nucleus of that team, to win the Lancashire Cup.
Really?
Yeah. So, and those kids wouldn't have had that opportunity. There were some exceptionally good footballers in there. But you talk about opportunity, took them off the streets, and they flourished. It was great. And sadly, you don't see that too often, Jordan. You know, opportunity to kids that maybe not the best educated kids in the world, but they've got the desire, got the right attitude, got the right application, want to get on. And I tell you what, there's loads of them. My business life tells me that.
Yeah.
I've given opportunities to kids that you wouldn't have employed.
Yeah.
You've got to see something in them and keep nurturing them. And sadly, it doesn't have to often enough.
No, I love what you say there, because I agree that I think having the right attitude will get you a lot further than qualifications, background, social status. Attitude is absolutely key for any young person out there, isn't it?
I call it an education of life.
Yeah.
Okay, and the education of life says to you, if you work hard enough, you apply yourself in the right way, you're respectful of people, and you believe that you can do it, which is the most important piece, right? And you get the right mentor and support behind you. I'll tell you now, the world is your oyster.
I agree with that 100%. "50 years ago, Steve, you'd have been running around on here playing footy."
I was just thinking, as I was studying, John, I was just thinking, when would it be? Probably about 1986, 87. When was the last time I played on here?
Really?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on here, because obviously being on the estate, used to come up here just to play with the lads, put the coats down, kick a ball around, kick each other up in the air, all that sort of stuff as you do as kids.
Should we go and have a walk down the old pink path?
Oh no, wow, I can't remember the last time I walked down the pink path. So the pink path, as it's referred to, and I bet that's the 70s, the last time I walked down the pink path. Yeah, I do come on the estate regularly, and just to see how it's changed over the time. You know, my family used to live on here. I clearly used to live on here. My grandparents lived on here. My 3 uncles lived on here. My mum's sister, my auntie, lived next door to us on here.
So all your family was on Grange Park?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. Most of them. It's and it hadn't done us any harm, mate.
What would they think now, knowing the Steve, those that are no longer with us, sadly? What would they think about the Steve today? Would they expected it from you?
I don't know, really. It's an interesting question that I've never even thought about it, to be honest. But my grandfather idolised me, and he would be obviously really, really proud to see what we've been very fortunate enough to achieve. My grandmother was equally proud, and I'd like them to have seen what we've managed to achieve. You know, from a council house kid to the boardroom, and wow,
it's a good journey. That,
with no education, or limited education, should I say?
Brilliant
news. I wouldn't hazard a guess how many balls I've kicked against that wall, right? And there, on that corner, where all those trees are, was the family home.
That's where you lived.
So that's where I lived as a kid. So in 1966, we moved into that house. Ironically, the same year as England won the World Cup.
Yeah.
So
good year for football, that was.
Good year for football, that was. And then next door, my auntie lived. And then
this was like the hub then of kids playing out all around the pink path.
So you look at what kids have got available in today, the facilities, and it's great, because you've got to remember, this is concrete. They're playing in the street. Cars are coming up and down the street. We played here and also here. So we play on the road. Some goals at that end, some goals at that end. Blah blah blah. And then if we wanted to play cricket, that lamppost is gone now, mate. That's been replaced. That's not the original lamppost, because the original lamppost used to sit out here somewhere, probably.
That was the wicket.
And it sat here, and it had a metal plate on the front like that, but a bit lower. That was the wickets, right? It's a fantastic place to grow up. A great place to grow up.
Good memories.
Yeah, emotional to come back here, Jordan, to be honest, because it's something I never thought I'd do and walk the streets, because I don't know a lot of people here now. There are still the odd person I know, clearly. But yeah, to walk the streets and just look around, and I say, that was the family home. Yeah. Some great memories there, mate.
It's been some journey though, hasn't it?
Some sad memories, some heartache, but some great memories, and in reality, significantly more than bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's good to come back, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've never forgotten where my roots are, Jordan. It is great to come back, and you know, I think I'm a reasonably grounded person anyway.
I think you're very grounded.
So to come back here though, it's more emotional than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
It's great to think. You know, I'm stood here now thinking about all the memories about what we did and what we didn't do. You know, the family that lived there, they all played football. The family that lived there played football. You know, the families there played football. So it was a community that was like, it was one community. It was so supportive of each other. Wow, can't believe it. It's great. You just wish you could do more for people, don't you? You look at it, and there's a lot of good people here. You know, they just haven't had the breaks in life.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this earlier, didn't we, in terms of opportunities.
Yeah. But there's a spirit of people who, Grange Park, Blackpool, wherever it is you're from around here, there's a spirit that does want to get on in life. They do want to work hard, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've heard people decry Grange Park and other areas of Blackpool. Do you know what? 99% of the people are reasonable people.
Yeah.
You're always going to have, in whatever walk of life, that person or those people that don't see it the way we do.
No.
And
most people in life, as you say, like you, I've been very lucky to travel a lot of the world, and most people are decent humans and they want peace, they want to work hard, provide for the family and just be good humans.
That's right, that's it, that's it. But that doesn't cost anything, does it?
No.
No.
But I want to thank you as well, Steve, for your support, mate.
No,
genuinely, mate. It means a lot to me, that, mate.
No,
genuinely.
it may do, mate, but you know what? It takes a lot of...
It makes me emotional because it means coming from like your heritage and where you've come from and your links to my family. That really means a lot to me, honestly, more so than you would know. It
struck a chord, mate, you know, for a number of reasons, really. Obviously, the whole emphasis on what's behind the project and why you're doing it. The desire to help other people was a big part of it. Clearly, the association with our heritage as well, which is great. And a Blackpool lad to go and do that. Every credit to you, mate. Every credit to what you've done, and you know, it's magnanimous to actually go out and put that effort in and make that difference. And you know, whether it's the cadets or the scouts and all the other good things that you do. Every credit to you, every credit.
No, but it means a lot, Steve, coming from you. I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart.
No, you're welcome, mate. You know that. You know that. It's just you know, you can't forget that people are a little less fortunate than you sometimes. Anything we can do to help, just give us a shout.
Appreciate it. You're a good man. Genuinely,
well, we try to be. We try. We're not going to appease everybody, are we? But we try.
But it's a ripple effect, you know. By you helping me, I can help so many other people as a result of that.
Yeah, I get that. What you're doing is fantastic. And some of those kids, if it strikes a chord with them, you know, and they go, actually, I can see the light. When that light bulb moment hits them, that's the time it'll change their life. So that light bulb will just come on and they'll go, actually, I can do something. Look what this guy's done. Look what I'm... None of those kids, those cadets today, will have thought in any way, shape or form they're capable of doing what you're about to embark on next year with them, right? So when they come through the other side of that, you know, they're bigger people, they're better people. It's part of their grounding, isn't it? It's a part of their education.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
It's about, take them on that journey and then they'll go on. And if you follow those cadets, my guess is a high percentage of them will go on to do very, very good things.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because, you know, the selection criteria, I was watching the selection criteria when you launched it, obviously. And I was thinking, at the back end of that, there's going to be some really good people come out the other side of that. And it will change their lives. The people that want to adopt the principles of what you're trying to achieve, the reasons why you're trying to do it, will actually come out with better people, and there'll be a number of successful people come out of that. And that's not about finance, that's about aptitude, attitude and desire.
Yeah.
And the fact is, Jordan Wylie gave him an opportunity, mate.
I know Jordan obviously is from Blackpool himself, and he actually was a member of the 5th Blackpool Scouts some time ago, back when he was a beaver. So I thought that's really key in terms of being able to provide somebody that's relatable to the young people and to adults. He's been in the movement already, he understands it, the challenges and the stuff that he's done across his own professional career kind of epitomises what scouting values are all about, and we just really think that having him on board is a great thing for our young people and adults, but also for the benefit of everybody else within the Blackpool Scouts.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely day. For those of you who have not had the privilege of meeting yet, my name's Jordan Wylie. I'm an adventurer, I'm an explorer, but more importantly, I'm a Blackpool boy. A lot of my childhood was spent right here in Stanley Park, running around normally in much worse weather than this, that's for sure. Getting muddy, getting things wrong and learning as I went along. And if I'm honest, there was nothing back then that suggested one day I would be travelling across all 7 continents, well over 150 countries, or standing at the ends of the earth or on the highest mountains in the world. But my adventures didn't start in the polar regions, the jungles or the deserts of the world. They started right here in this town in Blackpool. They started with small moments like trying something new or helping someone else. Most importantly, sticking at something when things got hard. Because giving up is always the easy option, and we don't do easy things here at Blackpool Scouts. We like to do things hard because we know they will make us better, more resilient, wiser, and help us learn skills for life. And that's exactly what part of today is all about. Because I'm very proud that today we're launching the Blackpool Scouts President's Challenge. This new challenge is built on 4 simple things: adventure, service, resilience, and local pride. This challenge isn't about being the very best. It's not about being the strongest, the fastest, the fittest, or anything like that. It's about becoming someone who shows up, someone who helps others, and someone who doesn't ever give up when things get tough. Because the world doesn't need more achievers, it needs more good people like you. And I truly believe that some of the best people in this world today are stood right here in Blackpool Scouts. So this is your moment. This is your moment to take on the new challenge, to earn this wonderful President's badge, to wear it with pride. But you will need to support each other to earn this badge. And you'll just find out how far you can go. Because if a lad like me can go to all 7 continents, imagine what all of you can do together when you work hard. Especially the younger people out there who've got all their whole life ahead with big dreams and big goals. So all you need to do is be brave, do good, go further, and always be the difference that makes a difference.